All right, what are you doing? And how are you doing it? Kamala, pay attention to what he's doing. You need to learn how to do this stuff too.
Ooh, bacon.
Greetings, tasty morsels. It's Reverse BLT here, and I am finally going to finish Ms. Marvel. About to watch the season finale, which is called No Normal. No real idea what this episode is going to be about. I really thought that the previous episode kind of wrapped up pretty much everything. The only stuff we still have dangling is, Kamran is on the run with Bruno, apparently from damage control, I think they're called. And he now has powers as well because of his mother's sacrifice. Nejma sacrificed herself to close the breach into the veil, and something transferred from her to Kamran when she did so, and now he has powers without having a bangle, which I still think is kind of a cheat, but hey, because I don't understand why Kamala needs a bangle if Kamran doesn't, in order to use her powers. But whatever. I guess it doesn't really matter in the long run. But the main thing is I'm just kind of at a loss to figure out what they've got left to really do for this episode. Aside from, I forgot about the fact that this is essentially the origin story of a superhero, so we do still need her to make her grand, actual debut of hello world, I am here to save the day, this is me, I am whatever my superhero name is going to be, so we still haven't gotten that for Kamala, so I guess that's what we're going to have in this episode. But anyway, yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into it and see how they close up this season, which I've very much enjoyed so far. Even though the last episode did feel abrupt in a few places, I still, on balance, have been enjoying this quite a lot. A warning, there are certain scenes in this fictional series that some viewers may find upsetting. Kind of surprised they didn't put that in the previous one. We had a little child wandering around lone and terrified and calling out for her mommy. We had a woman get stabbed to death in a crowd of people who did not notice or help. I would think that would have got us a warning. So what's going to happen in this episode?
That bangle helps you unlock the Noor.
So you want my bangle?
Just realized that Nejma pretty much just explained exactly what I was saying in the previous episode's wrap-up about the bangle being a focus. Just said it helps you unlock the Noor. It doesn't give her the Noor, it just helps her use it.
Bangle.
So Kamala, you just need to practice more.
Okay?
Get better at using it. Then you won't need the bangle.
Brian, what are you doing here? I don't know where else to go.
I hate it when people get my name wrong, so I can imagine how Bruno feels about being called Brian all the time.
Damage control could be at Penn Station, so we're gonna transfer at the next stop and head upstate, okay?
Well, that's gonna be a problem.
Actually, it's gonna be super easy, barely an inconvenience.
I am the light girl.
You're what?
Nightlight.
Oh my god! I had no idea!
You told them already.
She tells Abu, and we over here because he always has his phone on speaker. Speaker is just very convenient.
I don't understand when people do that, when they have the phone on speaker, but they still hold it up to their ear. That's so weird.
On Eid, did you drop that kid on purpose, or was that like a game time decision?
Okay, please, enough with the jokes.
Your brother's funny.
Just because you can do all these amazing things doesn't mean that you actually volunteer to go looking for trouble, right? I worry, Peter. I just worry too much.
Abu, I don't think you raised me to sit by and do nothing when I can help people.
And we trust her, right?
Man, Mama, you've come around big time.
Have you heard from Bruno?
No, why?
I've been trying to get a hold of him because Circle Q exploded.
It's the Circle K Mafia. They were angry about the infringement upon their copyright.
You're not going anywhere.
Mommy.
Not dressed like that. Here, I got something for you.
Classic comic book trope where you have the parent or the hero themselves to make themselves a cool new costume.
This feels a bit more like you.
I was wondering where she was going to get it from. That scarf's going to be a liability, though. You go up against the wrong opponent, they're going to strangle you with that thing. No scarves is the freaking corollary for no capes. You need to learn how to fly, Kamala. I'm certain you can do it. Dude, you just put way too much sauce on that.
When the coast is clear, you guys head to the high school and I'll call Kamala.
Why would we go to the high school?
Because it's the only place guaranteed to be empty on a Saturday.
Guess they don't have any sports teams or anything at that high school. Oh, I think I know why this got us a warning about topics that people might find
Good afternoon.
difficult to accept.
Geez, that was...
Not our first rodeo, Miss H.
Guys, still have your shoes on.
Lucky for you, Rashid has brought his famous yummy chocolate chip cookies.
The secret ingredient is nutmeg.
I want to try those cookies!
Thank you, Sheikh Abdullah. And remember, just because someone treats you as their enemy doesn't give you the right to treat them as yours. Wait.
Yeah, I want the hat that says haram. I need the hat that says haram. Halal and haram.
Go.
I love how he put the halal one on the Pakistani kid and put the haram one on the white kid. That is hilarious.
What could it mean?
Well, you've gotten quite good at this. So it's not just me, right? That was definitely a CGI Kamala, right?
What are you guys wearing?
What are you wearing?
This is her glow up. All right, what did your mother actually do?
I feel like I'm being crushed from the inside out.
I think maybe you need to do like almost like an exorcism here, Kamala. Pull whatever that is out of him. Jeez, dude, it was like a 2-foot drop.
Guys! Damage control is here.
It's like DBZ Abridged when they go to hide Goku and they're like, let's move him from his house to Kame house. And they're like, isn't that literally the second place they'll look?
And I owe you for saving my life.
Man, your secret identity is just not secret.
So what's the plan?
This is the plan. Since DODC is already here, we obviously can't outrun them, so we distract and stall for as long as possible until we can get Cameron safe.
Sounds good. We'll keep him busy while you run out the back.
What are you doing here?
How did you get in here?
Bathroom window. All right, I went to school here too. Mom sent me to watch out for you.
Superheroes don't need chaperones.
In a way, a lot of superhero sidekicks kind of are their chaperones.
You and Nakia grab as many balls as you can.
Phrasing.
Yeah!
So you mean to tell me you knew Kamal had powers and you didn't say anything? Because it's not like you.
You know, Kamala saved my life at AdventureCon. I think Kamala should be able to tell the world when she's ready.
Subtext. So it's you two who are going to have the connection.
Not cousin Kamran, huh? What were you even doing, my sister?
Driving lessons?
Do you even like British Bake Off?
The betrayal.
Oh.
That his camera thing?
Got a bomb on the west wing. We're gonna need the bomb squad. Move it!
So these weapons are definitely lethal.
Hey, it's Zoe. I'm at Cole's High School where damage control is. Me and my friends totally surrounded.
Ah, okay.
Superpowers. I know, but they're being targeted. Please, you have to help us. To all my loyal followers, tag this message and share stories. Come to Cole's.
Weaponized social media.
Do you read me, team leader?
Lady, you're losing your job today. Hope you realize that. So, okay. Now everybody's got hoodies on. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this soundtrack music.
We just skip it.
All identical. I repeat, all identical.
What, he can multiply now?
Nah, the mutants aren't here yet. Don't worry though. You'll get those guys too soon. Okay, that's the kind of thing that could kill people. Could asphyxiate people. You really should be able to use the power to turn invisible. Come on now, it's light. Bend the light around you. You guys are bad at this. You still clear the room just because you hear that there's people moving around the gym.
Still with me?
Always was.
Why did the light go away? Are we about to have a kiss? Come on.
Hey, you guys gotta go.
Man,
The team agent's heading down this way. I'll keep them busy. Okay? Now, come on.
you're a good friend, Bruno. I know that hurt.
Hey, guys! What's going on? You want to...
Jeez, guys. Really? They don't have anybody watching the windows? Ow.
Nishma did exactly what she swore she was gonna do. Okay, she pierced the veil. She tried to destroy everything.
She was trying to save our world.
Tell him that she sacrificed herself to close it for him. Come on now.
Stop right there!
Just, whoa. That definitely was not a non-lethal blast.
On your knees.
Just create a hard light barrier around your whole body. What are they gonna do? Seriously, you need to figure out how to use this to fly. I was about to say they're pulling back for a reason. That sonic cannon. Hey, that was a cool transition. That right there is basically what I was just talking about. Just wrap themselves in the light, then they're indestructible. I mean, she'll obviously need to leave air holes for herself, but you know. Did you just kill that guy? Well, he definitely just tried to kill somebody. So she's learning how to use physics in this. Because obviously her physical body isn't going to be able to hold up stuff like that. But if she can transfer the force through the light itself so that it's what's holding things up, then it'll work. Alright, what are you doing? And how are you doing it? Kamala, pay attention to what he's doing. You need to learn how to do this stuff too. If he can do it, so can you. Everybody, get the heck out of there. Obviously, the people in the van can't do anything, but like the people standing, they're just bystanders. They need to go. This reminds me of something.
They're never going to accept me, and they'll never accept you either. My mom was right. This isn't my home.
But she saved it for you. In her last moment, she said everything she had.
Finally!
You. She chose you.
Just use your words, people.
What am I supposed to do now? How can I be normal?
You just gotta learn, man.
There's no normal.
Ah, that's what.
There's just us.
That's why it's called no normal.
We've been given. Get to the harbor. I'll buy you time.
Get to the harbor.
You can go fuck yourself.
Superheroes cause so much damage. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you're under arrest.
Go, go!
Are you okay? That was amazing.
It's not going to be too difficult to figure out who she is at this point, you know? I guess in a modern society, it would be basically impossible for a superhero to have a secret identity.
Step aside, Sergeant.
No. You stop right there.
Did you guys forget about your weapons? You knocked her down really effectively earlier with those weapons. Use fire.
You went against my orders publicly, and then you attacked a bunch of kids using our name. And you know what that means? Yes, that means that you're relieved of your duty. A union's coming to fix your mess. Get out of there, now.
Team, fall out!
You know, you got to let the second in command under her know that she's been relieved of command. You can't just tell her and expect her to tell other people. Man, when she meets Captain Marvel, I imagine that Carol's going to have some training for her.
It's going to be very difficult for her to find a husband.
What'd you say? But the jobs viewers are the best.
Trust me, it won't.
Tell us how it was.
Thank you. This is your video. Yes.
Hey, wow, they didn't even make us wait.
Your voice.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Oh, they didn't confirm it, but you saw what was going on there, right?
I don't know where those skills went when she dropped me and broke my leg. Guess how was the test?
Free ice cream pizza.
I want ice cream pizza. If you know where I can get ice cream pizza, let me know in the comments. I must have it. Looks good on you. Doing the classic Captain Marvel pose.
Kamala?
She's about to head out on patrol.
Whoa.
No, she's not.
Oh my god. This is really scary.
Really, dude? It's a almost flat freaking roof.
You know why we named you Kamala? You were just so perfect.
So what does Kamala
That's
mean?
what Kamal means in Arabic. Perfect.
Aw,
But in Urdu, it's more like wonder.
that's sweet.
Marvel.
Marvel? What a quinky dink.
I share the same name as Carol freaking Danvers.
I don't know who that is. But you sure are. And always have been our own little
Ms. Marvel?
Marvel.
There we go.
He said it! He said it!
Name. Even though it's Ms. the way it's spelled, not Miss. I tell you, man, I'm always here for the good parents showing love to their kids. I appreciate that cheese that just happened, because that was a bit of cheese. 1 week later.
Yo!
Now you're being reckless with it now.
Kamran left his car.
I see that.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you own it.
I went back and looked at your genetic makeup again.
Bruno, you know you can call me when you're bored.
When I compared you to the rest of your family, something still seemed off.
Okay.
Now, how do you have the
Kamala, there's
resources to
something
do this?
different in your genes. Like a mutation.
What? Are you telling me this was the first introduction of mutants to the MCU?
Whatever it is, it's just gonna be another label. Keys, please.
Mutant and proud. Don't you give her those keys, Bruno. Don't you give her those keys, Bruno. You earned that freaking car.
Hey, how did you get my keys?
Feels really good knowing I smuggled a Caltech kid.
Yeah, whatever. One ride, that's it.
You guys are taking them turns kind of rough.
Old.
Yeah, I was not expecting the random mutant drop there at the end. Oh, we got after credits. Uh-oh. What's this mean? E.T. phone home. Uh-oh. What? What on earth? She must be like, where the hell am I? That was interesting. So yeah, that was a fun series, guys. I really enjoyed it. I liked all the characters. What's her name? Iman? Villani, is that the gal who plays Ms. Marvel? Great, great personality, very infectious. She really embodied the character very well, from what I know of the character, anyway. Because that character was definitely created years after I really stopped reading comics on a regular basis. So she's not someone I was super familiar with, but I know of her more than anything. But I thought she was great. She pretty much made me like feel like almost happy inside, like every time she was on screen. Just very infectious personality. The only nitpick I have really with the series, well, two. Um, the CGI was a little weak in places, but TV series I give a little bit of a pass for that. I thought it looked pretty good most of the time. Just every now and then it was a little off, especially when we had CGI Kamala. But the big nitpick I have, and there's only really one big nitpick, was just that the resolutions of certain plot points were just too abrupt. They just seemed to kind of like just happen. It's like almost like they were like, okay, well, this is where we have to end this thing, so we're just going to end it, rather than feeling organic. But didn't stop me from enjoying the hell out of it. So Kamala can tap into Captain Marvel's powers too, somehow, or interfere with them. Oh, wait a minute. She's a mutant. I've said before, one of my favorite things about watching shows like this is seeing how they'll remix plot points from the source material and just sort of change them up based on either what they currently have access to rights-wise, or just, update it for the modern era or whatever. They'll just take some things and say, okay, let's try to achieve this same thing that happened in the comics, but in a slightly different way. So, I don't want to spoil anything in case I'm right, but there's something that happens to Carol Danvers because of a mutant. And I'm wondering if we're going to end up getting that same thing happening, which will make Carol a more interesting character. I already like Captain Marvel, but she is. I really can't even say that without it being a spoiler. Let's just say there's one aspect of the character that makes for that when a character has that thing, makes them difficult to connect with for the audience sometimes, and makes it difficult to write believable threats for them. And I'll just leave it at that. I won't, because I can't get more specific without getting into spoilers. And something happens in the comics that addresses that issue for the character, and I think that they're going to end up doing it with Ms. Marvel instead of the mutant who is responsible in the comics. Okay. I don't really know how Ms. Marvel's going to fit into. Well, actually, no. I do. If I'm right, I do know how she's going to fit into the Marvels, because that was one of those things where, aside from all sharing a connection with Carol, Ms. Marvel, Spectrum, and obviously, Carol herself, I didn't really know why she would be in the Marvels until that scene. If I'm right about how they're going to use her in relation to Captain Marvel and the thing I can't talk about. Now I think I understand her place in the movie, and if so, I'm even more excited now. I was going to see that movie anyway. It probably won't be up on the channel for a while, because I won't go see it in theaters, most likely, because I do want to react to the MCU movies. And now that we're post lockdown and all that stuff, even though the US never really had much of a true lockdown compared to Europe, but most movies are being released in theaters again first. I won't be going to see it in a theater because I want to react to it on the show, in the channel. Whereas before, during the pandemic emergency stuff, everything was being released online, so pretty much I could react to it then. But I wasn't really doing movies yet anyway for the channel. I'm rambling. If you guys are new here, then you're probably not used to it. But everybody who's been here for a while knows I tend to ramble sometimes.
You? No.
The point is, I will be reacting to the Marvels when it comes out on streaming. So we'll get to see whether I'm right, and then of course I should be able to talk about what I'm trying not to talk about spoiler wise by that point, assuming I'm right. Anywho, what'd you guys think of the series? Did you agree with me that like it was really fun but had a few abrupt moments that, you know, probably held it back from being as good as it could have been, even though it was a lot of fun? Did the wonky CGI occasionally bother you more than it bothered me? Because it really didn't bother me much. I just noticed it every now and then. That was basically the extent of it. I wasn't looking at it and going, oh my god, what trash CGI. It's just that I could see it, you know, and that's the thing. It's like perfect CGI blends so well that you don't even notice it. But like when CGI is either really bad, which this wasn't, you obviously notice it, or when it's just slightly off or maybe didn't get quite enough rendering time, then you can sort of subconsciously tell, wait, that's probably not real, and it just takes you out of it a little bit. But that was the extent of it for me. But yeah, can't really think about what else I was going to say. I was going to talk about some more stuff, but I've lost it. Anyway, guys, thanks again for following me on this journey, and you know, for checking out the channel. Leave a like and subscribe if you're so inclined, if you enjoyed the reaction, and make sure to join me for the next one. I will be beginning She-Hulk as soon as I can. Hopefully it won't be too much more of a delay for that. I'm kind of in the middle of a few things, so even though I have my schedule, it is not going to be 100%. You know, I'm going to try to stick to it as much as I can, but there will be some delays here and there just because of some other stuff that's going on. But I am making my best effort to stick to it, so we shouldn't have any big, huge delays like before. And hopefully there won't be another bout of unpleasantness that will interrupt anything. But anyway, guys, before I start rambling way too much again, thanks again for watching with me. Do your best, as always, to stay safe and be well, and I will see you for the next one, She-Hulk or whatever that may be. Oh, bye-bye.
We've got a bomb on the west wing. We're gonna need the bomb squad.
Move it! Move it!
I'm sure you're all wondering why you're here. You deny culpability, no doubt, for the circumstances in which you find yourselves. Salvation can be yours if you cleanse yourselves of the habitual lies.